Happy Friday. It's Joe, and it's time for Puck It with Joe. It is Friday, March 3rd, trade deadline. You guys, what a crazy trade deadline we've had in the NHL. We'll break this down. We'll talk more about it Monday. So many players in movement at the moment. Jonathan Quick ending up in Vegas, I think, was the most exciting thing that happened live during the show yesterday. Big shout out, Matt. Good to see you here. Let's make some freaking money. Hope you had a good sleep this morning. And Rick, thank you for being here as well. Happy Friday to you. You guys, 5 games on the ice. Talk about Jacob Markstrom having a strong night last night. I swear, you guys, I did not know his wife was pregnant. And if you haven't seen a picture of gorgeous woman, they welcomed in their baby boy. And could be why Jacob Markstrom was struggling this season. Might have been stressful. I'm looking for him to change. We saw a fantastic game out of him. I know Calgary lost yesterday. We cashed that first period, though, you guys. So that was a good one. We had some really interesting ones on the ice as well last night. Overall, it was a pretty profitable night. We got some good wins. The Buffalo Sabres not able to get anything done. Talk about the Boston Bruins completely dominating. This team cannot be stopped. And Florida and the Predators, not the way I expected that game to go. And same with the New York Rangers. We got them in the first period. Glad we rode that first period, but the Ottawa Senators, this team is fighting to have a chance. What other one was really surprising there? The Wings put up a good fight in that one. The Dallas Stars able to cover that puck line. The Wild, shocked that they didn't win in a higher scoring one there. And the St. Louis Blues getting the win over the San Jose Sharks. And the Kings really letting me down, not covering that puck line. I really thought it was coming in that matchup yesterday, but not able to get there. Like I said, you guys, 5 games on the ice. So let's break it down here. That Bruins game over. Yeah, the Bruins. That one did go over that total because of the Bruins themselves. Who would have thought the Buffalo Sabres didn't? 1 goal out of the Buffalo Sabres, right? Like, just mind-boggling how this team wasn't able to do more. Boston really stepping up on the offensive side of the puck and getting that puck in the back of the net. Let's make some freaking money. Happy Friday to everyone out there. Okay, the first game on the board. 7 o'clock Eastern, we have the Seattle Kraken. Now, the Kraken will be taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. Corpus has gone. Don't forget about him. He has gone to the LA Kings. He's going to make a great addition to the LA Kings. We love what we were seeing out of Corpus. So it's Elvis. Elvis is in goal. And I don't know who else Columbus has right now for goaltending. They're going to have to get that worked out because Elvis cannot play out the rest of the season. He's an older goalie in here. He's got a 4.10 goals against average. This is going to be the Kraken's night to light up his net. Now, he did have a stronger performance out last time we saw him. They're off that win versus the Sabres. That was a 5-3 win with Elvis in goal. So he does have his days in the sun, that is for sure. And he was a better goalie before, and he's had some nice trends towards playing better at home. But this is a game, even though Seattle is on the back-to-back, I think we see Seattle come out nice and strong. This team is sitting 3rd in the Pacific right now. And I tell you, the Kraken want to go into these playoffs nice and hard. We're going to see a fantastic performance out of them here. I'd look at Seattle in regulation. I also think Seattle in that first period on that puck line minus 0.5 at plus 142. Is another strong way to go. Now, this is the first leg of a back-to-back for the Columbus Blue Jackets. So the Senators on deck tomorrow. The Kraken, they will play strong in this one. I just trust in the Kraken. I can't trust in Columbus to get things done here. They're sitting 8th in the Metro, you guys. And yes, they got to win over the Sabres, but I'm not loving it. And then if I look at this game, what I'm going to do total-wise, it all comes down to how many goals Grubauer lets in for the Seattle Kraken. So I would look at the Seattle Kraken's team total to go over before I looked at this full game over the 6.5. These two teams, both of them have strong trends to that over. So we can see this one maybe even going over by Seattle themselves. So if you think the Columbus Blue Jackets can get a couple themselves, this one does go over that total. But I think the best way to bet this is just to rely on the team that you have confidence in here. And for me, it's the Kraken tonight. So Kraken in regulation, Kraken in the first period on the puck line, and Kraken's team total I like over as well. Anthony agreeing Kraken first period plus 155. You're getting Anthony. I got plus 142. Should have shot my lines better on that one. Kraken first. Let's break the bank tonight. You are so right. Jonathan, thank you for being here. Yeah, Rangers and Flames, very disappointing last night. I completely agree. Both of those teams should have come out stronger out of the gate. Always fade Columbus. Yeah, let's go. Release the Kraken, you guys. We haven't said release the Kraken in a while. I'm going to be watching UFC, and no, I will not be giving you my betting predictions on that. You guys, I tried to bet UFC for myself for a couple years. Not the best at it, so I would tail someone else who is really good at it and not myself. I'll throw a couple bucks here and there when I have a feeling, but nothing that I would be confident in giving you guys. From the Smoky Mountains, big shout out to you. How's the Smoky Mountains today? Let's look at the next game on the board here. Okay, this one we're going to have to take a leap of faith. The Winnipeg Jets versus the Edmonton Oilers. Now, this is the first game of a back-to-back for these two teams. They both play tonight in Edmonton. They play each other tomorrow night in Winnipeg. When we look at Winnipeg's schedule, it's really interesting. So this is a one-off road trip. They come out, they play Edmonton, then they've got to travel back home tomorrow. And Edmonton travels to Winnipeg tomorrow too. But lots of travel here for the Winnipeg Jets. I think if Winnipeg is going to win one of these games here, they win this one tonight versus Edmonton. Edmonton wins tomorrow. Winnipeg is then home for the next 3 games, including the Edmonton game, I believe. So they have a home stance coming up. I do think that they could come into Edmonton and get this win here. It's having a lot of faith in them because I love what we've seen out of Edmonton as of late. We all know the superstar Connor McDavid has been. We've seen him fall back, take on some of that defensive pressure that Edmonton really needs him to play. He is, of course, a top offensive player, but they need him on both ends of the ice. And now they have made some hiccups with the trade deadline, so hopefully things get better. Tyson Barrie, I believe, is gone from Edmonton. So he was another forward. They've replaced him with a defensive player here. The name is eluding me right now, but we're seeing some changes. Edmonton definitely looking to make a push, sitting 4th in the Pacific right now. And the Winnipeg Jets sitting 4th in the Central. Not 7th. They haven't fallen that far, but it seems like they should be falling that far, losing their last 4 games. Winnipeg needs to get something going. And I think, we've looked at them. They've been at home. They're off the overtime loss to the LA Kings. That was a game that just let the Kings dominate in that one. They had to pick up more goals to stay tight with the Kings, but they couldn't get the win. I think they get this win here on the road. They go back. Edmonton wins tomorrow. I just think it's a lot of travel for Winnipeg tomorrow. So that's where I'm going. And tomorrow starts a 4-game road trip for the Edmonton Oilers. Now they are off that great win over the Toronto Maple Leafs. It was a great game, 5-2 win. When I look at this, the Jets have been really strong versus the Edmonton Oilers, winning 6 of the last 8 meetings, and they're 5-1 in their last 6 versus the Pacific. Plus 130, the value is definitely on this team here. Now, when we look at these two teams matched up, they do trend to that under. It's really hard for me to take a total in this one. We know how powerful Edmonton is. To put up 5 goals on the Toronto Maple Leafs is absolutely outstanding. We saw what they were able to do in that Boston Bruins game, able to limit the Boston Bruins on the defensive side as well. So this one can go one of either ways on that total. I'm not confident enough to hit it. Let me know if you guys are going to take the over in this one or if you're going to go with the under, because this game is going to be a hard one. 80 miles per hour wind and rain. Oh, that does not sound fun. The Smoky Mountains do not sound nice and warm today. Got the Kraken. You got the Kraken, Anthony, over in the Jets game. You're putting your feet up. It should definitely be a good game. Happy Friday, Kev. Okay, so that's where I'm going. I think the Winnipeg Jets can get it done here on the road. If Edmonton wins tonight, I know a lot of people like to go that back-to-back and then take Winnipeg the next night. I think if Edmonton wins tonight, they steamroll Winnipeg back at home. Winnipeg has to travel here to Alberta to take on Edmonton. Then they have to go back home. I think if Edmonton wins tonight, they win both meetings. The Carolina Hurricanes and the Arizona Coyotes. Now, the Canes coming in here as a large favorite. They're over almost a $4 favorite. They're $3.85 right now on the money line. Arizona Coyotes at plus 300, total of 6 in this matchup. Now, the last time these teams played back in November, the Arizona Coyotes actually got a shutout. Could they do it again? They could, but I don't see it happening at all. I think the Canes, with looking at their playoff standings right now, the Devils are chasing them. They're catching up, you guys. The Carolina Hurricanes cannot afford to lose this game tonight. They've lost their last 2. They lost to the Vegas Golden Knights on Wednesday in a 3-2 game, and they've got the Lightning on deck on Sunday. They have to get, for lack of a better word, their shit together here. They've got to get a nice big win over the Arizona Coyotes. Look for them to come out strong in that first period. I hate taking anyone against the Coyotes here on the puck line at home. This Coyotes team, since they got into this Mullet Arena, have been playing strong on their home ice. Are they an outstanding team? No, but this team loves to absolutely play upset. They're 15-11 on that puck line at home. So I'm not willing to take Carolina on the puck line for the full game. Is that the way the game should go? Absolutely. This team is the better team. They're the dominant team. They should get a big win. I'm going to take them in the first period on that puck line. Minus 0.5 on the puck line in the first period is still value at plus 105. I also am flirting with taking their total goals in this one. I think they should be able to put up 4 goals on the Arizona Coyotes. I don't hate that over 3.5. It's juiced though at minus 144. And that's why I'm not sure if I'll get to betting this one, because I don't like the juice on it. If this was minus 140, I'd probably go there. At minus 144, it's just getting a little bit higher than I would like in this one. You guys know I'm always searching for that plus money, but they're the better team overall on both sides of the puck. So how it should play out, in my mind, this should be a 4-1 game for the Carolina Hurricanes, covering that puck line, going over their team total and winning in that first period. If all of that is true, we could make a lot of money, but just give me the puck line first period. Give me the over 3.5, possibly. I'm going to look at Sebastian Aho for that anytime goal. He's coming in at plus 122. I think he has the ability to get the goal tonight on the Coyotes. This Coyote team is just allowing so many goals to come in as of late, and he has been strong facing the Coyotes. And like I said, I'm staying off this total because I think Carolina gets 4. If they somehow allow some more in than I expect for the Coyotes, because this Coyotes team, like I said, they like to spoil things. So if all of a sudden they let these goals in and Frederik Andersen has a bad night, which shouldn't happen, then we go over that total. But like I said, I lean to the under. I like Carolina's team total over. I like the whole game under, and that is where I'm going. Carolina in 60 minutes in a parlay for you, Mike. I do like it. Picks from Dave. Happy Friday, Dave. I hope you're having a good one. Let's get that money today. Yeah, it's too juicy on a lot of these. It's really hard to find value. That first period, though, we are finding value. Jets need the win. They need to score. Yeah, if Jets win this one, they will have to score. I don't know. That is a very tricky game. Over 5.5. I do like the over 5.5. I think that one hits 6 in that game. I just don't know if it hits a 7. Canes to win an under 6.5. I do like that. A big shout out to each and every one of you for joining us here today. Okay, the next one. The Montreal Canadiens and the Anaheim Ducks. Sam Montribute in goal for the Montreal Canadiens. They are coming in as the dog in this one. Just let me check lines because this one was moving. They're coming in at minus 102, minus 118 for the Anaheim Ducks. Total of 6.5, juice to that under at minus 128. When I look at this game, the Montreal Canadiens, they're off that loss to the Kings 3-2 last night. They played a really solid game, actually, only allowing the Kings to get those 3 goals. Sam Montribute in goal tonight. He's got a 3.31 goals against average. Sam Montribute, I really do think, is a stronger goalie. If he was with a better team, he could have some more success here. But the Montreal Canadiens here on the back-to-back, this is going to be one of those games that it is hard for. this team to get the win. They've also struggled completely in Anaheim. They haven't been able to win any of the last 6 meetings in Anaheim. The Ducks coming in here with a record of 6-3-1 in their last 10 versus the Montreal Canadiens. They are at home. John Gibson expected in goal for them at -118. I think the Ducks are quacking here. They should get the win. The home team has gone 11-2 in the last 13 meetings between these two, and the Ducks offense really has been playing better. Now, they only have a 2.5 goals against goals that they're averaging on the season, but in the last couple games, we've seen some more goals come in for them. And the same thing with Montreal. We really have seen Montreal stepping up, getting these goals. To get two goals on the Kings last night, who have a much stronger defense than the Ducks. I do think we'll see some goals coming in for Montreal, even though they're tired. I know this one is juiced to that under at -128, but I'm going to hit it over at +102 over the 6.5. I do think this is a 4-3 style game. And Mike, you are right. It is really hard to trust either of these teams here. Neither of these teams in playoff contention, both just going through the motions at the moment. So if you don't put your money on either of these teams, I don't blame you. The over has hit in 4 of the last 5 meetings though between these teams. The Ducks versus the Atlantic have gone 6-0-1 to the over, and the Canadiens playing on no rest because their defense falls apart. 4-1 in their last 5, playing on no day's rest to that over. Yeah, the Canadiens have been playing pretty solid as of late. Ducks win and under 7.5. I like it. I think it's a 7-point game, Daniel. So Ducks win and under 7.5 is a nice way to take that one. Okay, the New Jersey Devils and the Vegas Golden Knights. This game is going to be absolutely incredible. We've got the Vegas Golden Knights coming in first in the Pacific, and the Devils sitting second in the Metro. Like I said, chasing the Carolina Hurricanes right now. Timo Meier will be playing in tonight's game, and I absolutely cannot wait to see what he is able to do out there. I would be looking at him for that anytime goal. Timo Meier coming from the Sharks. Now with the New Jersey Devils, this is one of the better trades that I have seen throughout this trade deadline. Now, the New Jersey Devils, we know Jack Hughes has been absolutely money for them. I'm going to look at his points tonight. We had in the last game versus the Vegas Golden Knights, Jack Hughes was able to get 2 assists, so he did earn 2 points. Over 1.5 points tonight for Jack Hughes, you guys at +152. You guys know I'm always searching for that plus money. This was the best plus money I could find on Jack Hughes that I felt really confident in tonight. Like I said, 2 assists in that last game. He didn't get a goal in the last game, but I could see a goal and an assist in this one tonight. I think it's going to be a really solid game between Jack Hughes and Timo Meier out there. Now, when I look at the matchup overall, we've got Vegas a slight dog at home at -105, -114 for the New Jersey Devils, and a total of 6. If this game plays out the way I expect it to play out, it's going to be because the Devils are able to score on the Vegas Golden Knights. And I know Vegas has been so strong defensively. They were able to get the win over the Carolina Hurricanes, holding them to only 2 goals. It was a 3-2 win for the Vegas Golden Knights. They have the Montreal Canadiens on deck on Sunday. No look ahead here for either of these teams. With the Devils having the look ahead for the Coyotes. Like I said, no look ahead. The Devils are just rolling so hot right now. They've won their last 3, and the ability to put up these goals has been absolutely phenomenal. When they faced the Colorado Avalanche the other night, I know we stepped in front of the Avs. We took the Devils. The Devils just came out so phenomenally strong offensively, and that's what I'm expecting in this one. If the Devils get the win, this one goes over the total of 6, in my opinion. If Vegas gets the win, it stays under the total. I believe in the Devils here. I think they're going to continue to roll hot offensively. Like I said, 7 goals versus the Colorado Avalanche. The Avs, phenomenally strong defensively, and the Devils able to get 7 on them. So I'm expecting a big night here. The last time these two teams played, this was in New Jersey, and New Jersey got the overtime win back in January. It was a 3-2 win. So it was a lower scoring one, but like I said, this Devils team rolling hot offensively right now. I think it's going to be too much here for Vegas. Now, Vegas, if we're looking at Vegas, someone has to keep up. Someone has to set that pace. We can look at Jack Eichel here. If you like Vegas, you guys know I love Vegas. I like Vegas more than I like the New Jersey Devils, so there is no bias in this one. I just think Jack Hughes, Timo Meier, this is going to be one of those games where, especially with Vanek in goal tonight against Adin Hill. Remember, Adin Hill was never the top goalie for the Vegas Golden Knights. They have brought in Jonathan Quick. Logan Thompson is on injury reserve. This team needs goaltending to be able to get this win. Adin Hill, I don't think, is the answer in net tonight to slow down the New Jersey Devils. Like I said, what they were able to do against the Avs, I just can't do it. Vegas on the money line for Kev. You're going against your gut and taking the Knights plus 1.5 tonight for some reason. I don't mind them plus 1.5 because I do think this is a tight, contested game. I think the Devils come out strong, but Vegas turns their defensive game into an offensive game. It's the only way that if the Devils come out strong, that they can even keep it tight. You're expecting a lot of defense and the under, and see, if you're expecting defense and you have to go, Kev, I completely agree with you. If you expect the defense tonight, it is Vegas on the money line. I expect the Devils to come out offensively, limit Vegas, and the offense to come in. So Vegas plus 2.5, Andre S points minus 103, 7 in the previous. Knights are 9-2 at home. Yeah, the Knights are absolutely deadly at home. This is going against everything that I normally like to bet. I normally like to bet the Vegas Golden Knights in the first period. I'm not even going to get there. I'm not going to take a first period bet in this one. I'm just going to take the Devils for the full game. I think this is absolutely fantastic one out there on the ice. So you guys, let's quickly do the recap and let's build a parlay. The first game here, we have the Seattle Kraken taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. Give me the Kraken here on the money line for parlay reasons. I'm going to take the Kraken in the first period on that puck line at minus 0.5 at plus 142 for a best bet of the night. I really do think the Kraken win that first period, and I think they win on the money line for the parlay. Now, the Winnipeg Jets and the Edmonton Oilers, I'm going to take a chance on the Winnipeg Jets here at plus 130. I think they win tonight. Edmonton wins tomorrow on this back-to-back game, with the next game being in Edmonton. I just don't like the amount of travel that we're going to see out of Winnipeg. Also, with them coming in here expected to start Connor Hellebuyck, it's telling us, in my opinion, that they expect to win. They're hoping to win tonight because tomorrow is going to be hard. Going back and traveling, not starting Connor Hellebuyck in tomorrow night's game. So as for this total, I'm staying off at these teams trend to that under. If Winnipeg's to get the win, they really are going to have to find the back of the net because we know Edmonton has been so strong offensively. I'm just not going to get there with a total. They trend to that under. It all depends on how we see the Edmonton Oilers come out and how much defense we see out of Winnipeg in this one tonight. So the next game, the Carolina Hurricanes and the Arizona Coyotes. Getting tongue-tied today, you guys. I'm going to take Carolina in regulation for the parlay just to bring those odds down. I do like Carolina in the first period as well. On that puck line, minus 0.5. That's coming in at plus 105. That is one of my best bets of the day. I do like Carolina over 3.5 at minus 144 too. I think there's a great opportunity for them to get 4 goals in this one. Sebastian Aho for that anytime goal for the Carolina Hurricanes at plus 122. I am liking as well. Now I'm staying off the total. If you want to take a total, like I said, I'm not sure if the Coyotes, they love to play upset. They're at home, so we could see them get a couple goals on Frederik Andersen, but I'm not trusting it enough to bet that total. The Montreal Canadiens and the Anaheim Ducks, I'm going to fade the Montreal Canadiens on the back-to-back. I think the Ducks get the win here, but I do think this is one we can count on it going over that total of 6.5. Both of these offenses have been really stepping up. I just can't trust Montreal on the back-to-back. I think it's a hard situation for them to play. So for the parlay, I'm going to take the Ducks on the money line at minus 118. Never feels good taking the Ducks, but I think that is where to put your money. And if you want to bet that total, I would take it over. You're getting a little bit of positive money on that. It's juiced to the under. And then the New Jersey Devils and the Vegas Golden Knights. You guys, this is going to be the best game on the ice tonight. I really do think the best way to take this is to take the Devils. I'm just not stepping in front of this team, rolling so hot off that win over the Colorado Avalanche. Vegas just, I don't know. I love Vegas at home, you guys. I just can't get there with Adin Hill. This comes down to, for me, what we've seen out of the goaltending. I've got a better goaltender here in Vanek. I've got a more explosive offensive team in the New Jersey Devils, and the Devils have a better defense. They're only allowing that 2.67 goals per game. Vegas is allowing 2.75 and 30.3 shots on goal. The New Jersey Devils holding opponents to 28.3 shots on goal. This is a better team in my mind. They got Timo Meier out there. Unless there's mistakes with the new lineups out on the ice, I do think the New Jersey Devils win this, and they win this by getting the goals here on Adin Hill and the Vegas Golden Knights. So give me the New Jersey Devils here to explode offensively, which pushes this one over the total. I'm going to throw the Devils in the parlay. I know some of you guys really like Vegas here, but I do think the Devils get it done tonight. I'm going to take Jack Hughes, one of my favorite bets tonight. Jack Hughes, shots on goal. You could look at anytime goal you could look at, but I do like his points tonight over 1.5. That's coming in at plus 152. And I love that tonight. Jack Hughes has been a moneymaker. Like I said, in the last game versus Vegas, Jack Hughes got 2 assists. I do expect that goal to come in tonight. I do love that bet. We can see him cashing for us tonight. Vegas does allow 30.3 shots on goal per game. And like I said, if I'm taking the Devils, I'm leaning on the over in this game. If you're liking the Vegas Golden Knights, I definitely think you're better taking the under. So it all depends which way you think this game is going to go to correlate with that total in this game. It should be an absolutely fantastic game, you guys. I'm going to look at Timo Meier as well. Let me just see. He was locked before, but I believe he is playing. I have seen reports that Timo Meier is playing for the New Jersey Devils tonight, but I am locked on my book for him. So if you guys have heard anything, any reasons why he would not be playing tonight, let me know, because that is quite weird that he is locked tonight. Now, as for goalies, it looks like Frederik Andersen is not in. This is not good for the New Jersey Devils. We got Smid in. Oh, you guys, I am not impressed with this. Timo Meier still out. It looks like we're getting locked. I was seeing reports that he was in. And now it looks like Smid is in. I'm still seeing Frederik Andersen on this one. You guys wait to bet this one. If it is not Frederik Andersen, it is, if it is not Vanek here, it is definitely Vegas's game to win. I'm seeing Smid coming in here, which I do not like at all. I'm seeing on my other book, look at Jack Hughes tonight. Prop bet this one. Take Jack Hughes anytime goal or take his points over 1.5. Timo Meier, yeah, we're seeing him out. Upper body. He's not going to be in the lineup. That is a damn shame. He was listed as available before, just going out now. You guys, not what I wanted to see. Smid is in, yeah, not impressed. Okay, scrap the Devils on the money line in the parlay. We're going to take Jack Hughes over 2.5 points tonight. Vegas, I think, wins it now. I'm upset. Okay, can you tell I'm upset? I've already got my money on the Devils. I'm not going to tell you guys to take it. Now I really do think Vegas gets this win. So that long shot parlay, you guys, it does make the over better. Absolutely. But I just don't know if the Devils can win it now. It could be a Vegas defensive game. I'm going to take the Kraken on the money line, Carolina in regulation, and the Ducks on the money line. Scares me putting faith in the Ducks. That is the long shot parlay, just 3 of those games. The best bets today, the Kraken in the first period, minus 0.5 on that puck line at plus 142. Carolina in the first period minus 0.5 on that puck line at plus 105. And then Jack Hughes, points over 1.5. Best game to the over. If I had to take an over in one of these, I was looking at that Vegas game. You know what? I'm not loving these totals today. I'm going to be completely honest with you. If I had to take one over, it would be the Seattle Kraken and the Columbus Blue Jackets. That one I would, but I lean more on Seattle to get those points. So I'd look at Seattle, the Kraken's team total over instead of the full game over. But I do think that one has the best chance of going over this total. You guys, I want to thank you for joining me here for Pocket with Joe. I will be back tomorrow. Now, let's see, what time do games kick off tomorrow, you guys? I will tell you what time. It is Friday today. Tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern, we will kick off. I will see you guys at 12 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, right before the Buffalo Sabres and the Tampa Bay Lightning game and the New York Islanders and the Detroit Red Wings. We have a lot of games. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We got 12 games on the ice tomorrow, so I will break all of those down. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit that subscribe. I have my shorts. I'm coming out with player props in the NBA with those shorts. No explanation for them on my YouTube here, but they are coming out. My Cup of Joe is out for today. My college quick fix is coming out within the next half an hour here after I get these bookmarks up. I just have to record it. Those are all ready for you guys. So hit that subscribe, then you'll know when they come out because you know I'm spontaneous on the timing of those. You guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. You're riding with Edmonton on the money line and Canes minus 1.5. That's your best bets. Best of luck to you today. I do think the Canes are a solid bet tonight to get the win. Big thank you to you as well, Matt. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here with me every single day. This channel would not be possible without you guys here again. Thank you for everything, for always being here and joining me at 3:30 Eastern during the weekdays and questionable on the weekends. We'll see you guys later. See you tomorrow.